Hey, sorry, I'm just getting ready to stream. What the fuck? We haven't even started the game yet. What is this? Oh my god. Oh. That is. What the fuck? Oh. Okay. Everything's fine. Apparently. Okay. Back to getting ready, I guess. Okay, well, hi, chat. That is kind of terrifying. Like, I'm gonna be for real. Weird and scary, but okay. Like, I know this is supposed to be like a scary game, but god damn. I've had my headphones off the entire time I've had the game open, so like I didn't hear any of that whenever I was like walking around and stuff. What is my hair doing? That's better. That's weird and scary. What the So like I will admit, sorry, I'm just adjusting my microphone. Everything's all fucked up. So sorry. So sorry. Oh my god. I hate this thing sometimes. Okay, there we go. Now it's actually pointed at my mouth. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Right. I was gonna say, I do vaguely know this game. It's been a few years ago now, so I don't know it very well, but I did watch a playthrough of it, so I might remember some things, but I don't really remember a whole lot about it. I just know that it's scary and that, oh my god, not again. Please don't start whispering in my ear again. Oh my god, it's whispering in my ear again. I'll turn the audio off for you guys. And I'm turning it off for myself as well. So you guys don't have to deal with it while I'm talking. Ugh. Ugh. Anyways, but yeah, I know this is supposed to be like a scary game, and that the title of Cooking Companions is deceptive. But yeah, I'm sorry for being late. I was eating, and it was kind of messy, so I couldn't eat it down here like I normally would. I was eating upstairs, so I had to like sprint down here and get ready. But yeah, today we're playing Cooking Companions. This has been on the roster for. Let me stop doing that. Has been on the roster for a while now. But for whatever reason, it kept getting delayed. Various things kept happening. I have my cardigan here, by the way, which I might put on. It's not super cold. I just want to be cozy. Also, might have to grab the bee plush at some point. I've been told this gets pretty frightening. It's just full stop. It's supposed to be like a horror game. It's with like a deceptively happy, cute. Yeah, they're still whispering. Just checking. Deceptively happy and cute thing. You guys know what I'm trying to say. But yeah. I don't have my hat on today, but you guys can change that if you want. I think I want to change the color of the lights. Let's do spooky mode. Hold on. Which one of these is the thing I gotta figure it out? I think it's this one. It's not that one. I don't know what I just undid. Oh, that was my camera. Hold on. One sec. Local dipshit over here. You gotta cut me some slack, I fear. Hold on. And we're back. Hello. Okay, that's not what I was trying to do. I was attempting to... There we go. This is the easiest way to do this. So we'll do red over here. And over here we're just gonna have to unplug it. Maybe this one would be better off red. Red. And maybe we'll change this one to purple. I feel like maybe just the screen is lighting up my face too much and that's the issue. Or maybe it's because this isn't very close to my face. Anyways, we're gonna change the background to spooky. I keep hearing noises. It's like freaking me out. Yeah, I think it's really just because it's so bright. Alright, are they still whispering? Yeah, they're still whispering at me. Well, I can't avoid it any longer. Oh, they just started whispering. Okay, there we go. All good. So this is Cooking Companions. Deceptively cute and happy. Should be fun. Maybe I should have done the red. I'm indecisive, guys. Let's see if it really is just this. It is. Not even being lit up purple at all. Yeah, it's just too bright to be truly spooky unless I turn down my brightness, which I'm not gonna do. Okay. I have my volume pretty far down because the music is kind of loud. So let me see if I can fix that so I can have my volume up. So you guys can jump scare me, as I know you guys are gonna do because you guys are so mean to me. But anyways. God, I'm just like really paranoid. I really feel like there's something in the basement. There probably is, honestly. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Yeah, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. So, you know, watch at your own risk. Alright. This is our cast of characters. Gregor. Am I gonna do voices? I always say that I won't, but I always end up doing them. So I guess I should pick now. Okay, well, he's a big burly dude. I feel a little ridiculous doing voices. I always do. I know you guys won't judge me for doing it, but I always feel ridiculous doing the voices. God, this thing makes noise so easily. I need to tighten up the thing again. Yeah, that walk was brutal. This cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Okay. Anatoly? Anatoly? It's an interesting name. Can't say I've ever heard that one before. Anatoly, I guess is how you'd say it. Anatoly. He's kind of like a nerd. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. Mariah. I guess I'll give her like a cutesy voice. I can't wait to achoo! I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. Corinne. Was everyone's names colored? I think it was. I think he was green, blue, brown, and red. I don't know if I trust her. I'm gonna be real. She has a knife in the intro. I saw it like multiple times. She like slid it up. It was weird. Get those allergies under control, Mariah. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease we can make this cabin shine. So are you volunteering? So are you volunteering? Shit. So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? I can't talk. This is why I don't like playing games like this, because it requires reading, which I'm apparently not very good at. No. Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out to get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mariah from dying to this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Corinne. Jesus Christ. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. Oh my goodness. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. Do they not have food with them? Seems weird to be going on a trip like this and not have food. I'm gonna change the light again. We'll do purple. I think purple is spooky enough. So do they not have food? I like her necklace. Or necklaces. I like her necklace too. And Ma's squirrel friend. I love it. Their outfits are so cool. I also love that color of red. It's not one that you see very often, I feel like. Most people kind of, they go really bright or like very, saturated. This is kind of like desaturated, almost pinky red. I like it. I think slime molds would be most delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous? I could figure that out. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. What is her fucking issue? I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek! Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. I don't actually know how long this game is. I didn't check. I should probably look. Number 1 is Anatoly. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Mariah. Got carried away again. I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we brought. Okay, so they do have food. Emergency rations? Why would they need emergency rations? You know, I think I have heard Anatoly before. I wonder what... I'm looking it up. If I see anything about the game, I'm gonna close it immediately, but I feel like Russian. It's a common name in Russia and Ukraine. I have thoughts, but I won't share them yet, because I may be wrong and I don't want to apply meaning to the game that isn't there. Because I feel like that would, especially given the state of the world at the moment, I'm not sure if I want to tread that line. So I have thoughts about what their situation might be, but I won't express them just yet. Not until we have more information. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Hey, Anatoly and Mariah are getting the food and Gregor is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. So they've never had us cooking before, or our cooking before. Alright, everyone. Let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. So they all left. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor. The three exit the cabin, leaving you and Corinne alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial. To save the game, right-click or hit the escape button. Hold the menu. Okay, cool. This menu also allows you to adjust volume levels. Okay, yeah. Going back to the main menu, after the game is saving, we'll remove project you made. Okay, yeah. Pretty standard for a visual novel. Do you have any experience making meals? Butter them up. Will you butter them up or wind up on the chopping block? That was an achievement I just got. I don't know if you guys could see it. Of course, probably not. I'm extremely lazy. I'm gonna do this one. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Let me know if you need help with anything. I'm pretty good with a knife. I don't trust you. Like, one bit. I just don't. Like, immediately, I just don't trust her. Corinne looks pleased with your answer. Perhaps this is the beginning of a wonderful relationship? Corinne will remember that. Okay, cool. Oh. I guess there's a relationship. So is this like a weird dating sim? I just know it's supposed to be scary. Is it like a horror dating sim? Anyways. Going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Corinne heads to the living room and starts looking at the books. You decide to look around the kitchen to find ingredients for the meal tonight. You never know what you find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? The cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere else. Check them again. You check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. Check the cupboards underneath the sink. Found a dead mouse. This would be a great gift to give to Corinne. What? Why? What? No! Why did I take it? What the fuck? Letter L. Engraved on the left side of the cupboard. What a fitting gravestone for a mouse. Are you just saying L to the mouse? Is there anything else here? Okay, so this just repeats. So can I... Okay, I guess I'll just take it for now. Okay, beneath the wood, behind the wood pile, I guess? There's nothing but cobwebs back here. Thankfully, no spiders. Look at the wood logs closer. This is just a pile of Norway spruce. So they're in Norway. Probably. Won't burn as well as oak logs. This was during a snowstorm. Less dense, won't fill the cabin with heavy smell. Oh. Perfect when you want to smell a good meal. Spies aren't anywhere near here. I don't know why I can keep going back to the cupboards, but not this. Okay, I guess the drawers then. The drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. Put the drawer above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Corinne will find it appetizing? Check the drawer above the wood pile. Something's making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might.
Whee! Cabbage!
Okay. I don't want to do voices for these guys. Oh, okay.
It's time! Chompette, sound off! Onion! Never fear, Onion is here.
Like, sometimes my own voices in my head make me laugh. Do I sound like a crazy person when I say that? Like Cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion.
Raspberry!
Always merry, raspberry. I'm not gonna remember these voices later.
Potato?
Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping.
We're the Chompettes!
Okay, cool.
Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook.
What voice did I do? I already forgot.
We'll share with you our secret Chompette recipes. Collect them all and become a 5-star chef.
Like recipes, extra game.
To celebrate, here's your first recipe card.
Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate, meat free. Oh, first recipe. Foods here found the first unlockable recipe.
If you ever want to talk, just come to the door. Chompettes, let's move out.
Cabbage rudely slams the door closed. Wonder if what you just saw was real. Slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. But only slightly. Hi, Corinne. Welcome back. Hey. Did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. Emergency supplies. Corinne leaves you alone. Start a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions, you cook it for about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables into the mixture. Why are you using so many ingredients, dude? Hours pass. Sunset now. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need.
We found some wild sorrel.
Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty.
Anatoly's burying the lead. We saw a red deer.
Mariah spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you're out looking at deer. Yeah! Jesus Christ.
That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here.
160? she's gonna faint. That doesn't help. I'd rather them not be in the bathroom, actually. Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they're all in the bathroom or something. No. Almost all of them were near the couch.
Yeah? I was gonna sleep on the couch.
That's where 16 of them were.
I'm not sleeping on that couch then.
And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah. I can sleep anywhere, so I'll use the rocking chair. Just in case any of them swarm the couch, I'll sleep with one eye open. Where do I sleep, then? Because if he's taking a bed, and she's taking a bed, and he's rocking chair, and she's couch, where the fuck do I sleep? On the floor?
Thanks, Gregor.
Grin and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy.
Joke's on you, Gregor. I always plan on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snored louder than a lumberyard. Ugh. Sweet dreams, chump. Turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. Damn, that looks really good, but you wasted so many ingredients on that, dude. This tastes pretty good. Vegetable stew. Yippee! First meal. Okay, you can see my achievements. That's cool. Sit at the table and ask everyone to dig in. Yippee! Oh, this art is really cute. I mean, his eyes are going two different directions, but, you know, it's cute. Oh, wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef.
Corinne takes a bite.
This bland as hell. Corinne? Tastes like every other vegetable stew. So generic.
Could probably use some meat next time.
Gross. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragaria Vesca. Commonly known as strawberries for some jam. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak.
Polite? Everyone laughs at Corinne's polite ribbing. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. You wasted a lot of food, brother. I don't like the ticking. What's up, dude? Hey, you up? I had to sleep. I was so warm last night I didn't even need a blanket.
What time is it?
About 1 hour till dawn.
Will you two quiet down? I'm trying to sleep over here.
Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food.
It's too early for this. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink.
Mariah turns a little pale. Corinne's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. Gah. If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy?
Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not into meat.
Why does it, like, highlight that every time? I don't know how I feel about that.
That's a shame. I wake up early to go fishing.
Cheer up, Grin. We'll get to... God, I keep seeing shit. Observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today.
That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries? I love blackthorn berries.
We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today?
You nod.
So is this our cabin that they're staying in? So then why wouldn't we have it stocked? You know, like, it's like, did we come there with them? Is this not our cabin? If so, then whose is it? Thanks.
Don't steal anything, okay? You nod.
Interesting. You get the cabin with a skip to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of trumpets to keep you company. Should you ask to explore a different part of the cabin? You only get one choice and the day will end. Choose wisely. We're going to the basement. Store goes into the basement. There's no reason to go into the basement right now. You wait for the others to return. Well, damn. Just missed out on that, I guess.
We're back.
Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not.
Who knew the big guy would be so scared of it?
Shut up. You don't understand.
I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. What's a marmot? The fuck is a marmot? Hold on. We Googling this shit. Hold on. What's a marmot? Oh, it's that thing. Okay, cool. I didn't know that's what it was called. Mariah laughed so hard that your ears ring. I'm not doing that. Ha 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 ha. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Suffer from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? Okay. You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable.
Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin.
Oh, cool.
Quite the selection of species here.
We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone is looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. Takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. Large pot of water to a boil. Let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, straining the pot into the sink. Cooked rice, onion, egg. Why are you using so much ingredients? Decided to wash your hands after it won't come off. Rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves. Then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. This cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat. Pour in the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. I actually really like cabbage. I would probably try this. I can't think of a single ingredient in there that I don't like. I'd probably really like it. You cook cabbage rolls. Cook your second dish. Congrats. Mariah looks optimistic. Corinne looks skeptical. Anatoly looks curious. And Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. I'm not making that noise.
That's pretty darn good.
Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself.
I think the vegetable stew I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it?
It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible! It's definitely growing on me. This was really something special. Thanks again for cooking. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Of course. Dishes can wait. Everyone goes to bed full and happy. You asleep instantly. Yes, I asleep instantly. Tomorrow will be another great day. Day 2. Good morning, everyone. Me too, girl. Me too. Again, Gregor?
Can't you let us sleep in?
Not today.
Why?
Storm clouds are coming. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? Thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but he used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. Oof. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today.
You really think it will flood?
Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor.
Corinne?
There's nothing to worry about.
I think Gregor's right, Corinne.
Huh?
It won't hurt to prepare for the worst.
I think she's right, Corinne. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Good point. And it's Ollie. Let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes, and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. Head to the bedroom, consult the map. Mariah and Corinne are still hanging around. Can't make everyone happy. I'm gonna talk to Mariah. Mariah's paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. You walk over to her.
There's some great books here. Which one is your favorite?
The crafting one.
Oh, me too. Metallurgy is so interesting.
Metallurgy.
I'm curious about what alloy composition the cauldron is. I haven't seen one like that before. Anyway, great choice.
You think Mariah will remember that? Am I going to get a heart with her?
Yippee!
I like her. That's kind of weird because, I mean, like, her hair is kind of looks like mine a little bit.
Didn't know you were so smart. Let's talk again later, okay?
You start to blush a little bit. You hear a cheer from the other room. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting. Yippee! Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. What are you blushing about, bro? Hey. Can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright, everyone. We have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Huh? Radio? What's going on with the radio? I didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Somebody leave this radio here? Looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. Got a strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? So I can't go into the basement. Let's inspect the kitchen. Nothing better to do, so you decide to talk to the Chompettes. Might as well. They're all here.
Hello. Good to see you again. Thought you abandoned us.
Why are you trying to fool them? Go ahead and make those meals you enjoy so much.
Raspberry? No thanks. The vegetable stew? Gross. Already stunk up the cabin last night. Spare us a repeat. Onion? Almost smells as bad as you, Stinky. Almost.
Aren't you going to give them the recipe, Onion?
I guess. Hey, ever notice those 4 humans don't give you any recipes?
You shrug.
They're monsters. That's why you should spend more time with us. Right?
Of course.
I had the perfect recipe for you today. It'll make the kitchen smell nice afterwards and will impress dinner guests.
Oh, borscht. So definitely, that's Ukrainian, right? If I know my dishes, which I don't.
Don't burn down the cabin making it, okay?
You nod.
Don't be a stranger. Chompettes, move out.
You shut the door and wait for the others to return back. So did we not actually cook anything while they were gone? Mariah's back early today.
Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing to last if we get stuck here.
Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management.
Can you try cooking with a little less this evening?
You nod. I don't like that face.
Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet.
Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Mariah will remember that.
2 hearts. Let's go. I love you.
Maybe you could teach me to cook sometime?
You nod.
Looking forward to it. You can hold cooking classes here someday.
Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries.
Jam is so bland without any sugar, though. Do you have any?
Shake your head sadly.
Yikes.
Turn that frown upside down, Corinne. Who knows what tomorrow will bring?
I'm not smiling for you, Gregor.
You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning.
So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome!
Big guy. Must have walked a few miles today. Beautiful area. You can even see snow on the tips of the mountains. The rumble sounded like a dying calf. Looked from person to person, trying to determine who it was.
Probably Gregor. Oh, it was Mariah.
Mariah? I recognize that sound from anywhere.
Gah! Guilty.
Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. Search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I?
Dust?
Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up.
I got it. Is it hunger?
That's what I thought, but wasn't sure.
That was my guess.
So, what's on the menu tonight, chef?
Bread and jam.
You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. You cooked Bear Cupboard's crummy situation eggs. You cooked raspberry jam and bread. Bread's a little tough.
Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
With his homemade jam, it's a die for. Sorry.
No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks.
Mariah! Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. Go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something has been clinging to your back for days. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. It won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the hour. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your back in cool water. It doesn't work. It cuts deeper into your back, causing the river to run red. You didn't want things to come to this, but you exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall backwards. You push yourself to the bottom, trying to submerge the creature shredding your back. But it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically. Plunging your head beneath the water, you let the current take you downstream. You give up trying to swim to the shore. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the waters. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh my god, what the fuck? Why? What does that mean? Why? Why? Just a dream, right? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Wake up. Sorry, you're making strange noises in your sleep. Where are we sleeping, though? We've established that there is nowhere that we can sleep.
What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up?
It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Where are we sleeping, though? Where are we sleeping? Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Corinne's snoring is making the walls shake. You don't sleep a wink, opening your eyes when you hear Anatoly slamming the door. He sounds petrified. You okay, bro?
I looked at the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters.
Looks like Sailor Take Warning was more appropriate for today.
Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You're no optimist, Kieran.
Yeah? That's all Gregor has going for him.
He's also good at chopping wood, though.
Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow?
I give it a 27% chance.
Based on what?
I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels.
Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it earlier?
Couldn't make it past the cover.
Is that right?
Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on arts and crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of...
Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down.
It's similar to where... So the first thing you need to understand...
Minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture, ending with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd.
Mariah, that was awe-inspiring.
You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it, huh? Me too. Anatoly turns to you.
There's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight. Oh, Mariah. But I know you'll make the right decisions.
I believe in you.
Me too.
Oh. It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. Sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. Get some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. The kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chompettes.
Hello! Don't worry. As leader of the Chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us.
Are we not human?
That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell him about us.
Are your plans going awry? I can't go that deep. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. Ha ha ha.
That one's a little stale. You know how raspberry and milk were introduced?
You tell her no.
Raspberry milkshake.
Let out an audible groan. Ha ha ha. Did cornbread teach you that one?
Nope, wasted an entire day on it. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you win the annual Chompette comedy competition this year. Raspberry! Of course. Not while I'm here.
I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread?
Ha ha ha. We still talk about that closing joke, Bread. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompettes stick together through thick and thin. Raspberry! Rain or shine.
Feast and famine. Look, I know it's supposed to be like kind of like, ooh, this makes me laugh. Petito, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death.
That's right. Chompettes, move out.
I like the idea of them just dropping the voice and me just like, Potato, I swear to God. Chompettes somehow managed to close the door on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Corinne stops you as you're bringing the food. Took you long enough. Corinne looks at the 2 slices of bread left in the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Corinne is right. What the hell's the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. And it's Holly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm no scientist. Sorry.
Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with floodwaters, so we'll have to last us another day.
Everyone grimly nods, ripping the bread apart like a pack of wolves. Gregor eats the biggest chunks of mold. Disgusting. Man, oh my god. Okay, so, when I was in, like, living in the dorm for college, I had a lot of, actually I might have one down here that I can show you. This is honestly also probably moldy, but that's okay. I had one of these. The Baby Bottle Pop candies. Sorry, got a notification. And I kept it in a drawer. I didn't really eat it. And I ended up taking it back home with me. Like back here. And I just kind of shoved it in a drawer. But one night I wanted it for whatever reason. And so I always do, and I opened it up and I was like licking up the powder or whatever. And I noticed it tasted like weird. Like, it was the pink one, so it was supposed to be sweet. This is like kind of sour, but it was supposed to be sweet. But it tasted sour, and I looked down and it was all moldy! And I had been eating it! Oh my god. Oh my god, it was traumatizing. Like, seriously traumatized from doing that. And I get so paranoid whenever I eat those now, because it's like, that's why I prefer, am I holding it up right? Yeah. Gobstoppers. I can't find them in stores anymore, but you can find them online. And I got a 12-pack of these things, so.
Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but...
Yeah, so they were in Ukraine. But they're not anymore. Which kind of actually does confirm my suspicion. They're from Ukraine. They don't have much food. This is clearly an emergency situation. And we know that the situation in Ukraine hasn't been great for a long time. So I think that they're fleeing Ukraine. And this is like where they're staying while they figure out what to do. That's what I thought was happening. But I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to say that until I had a little bit more information. In the case it wasn't that, because I don't like to tie things to real-world events if I can help it, because that doesn't usually go well, and especially, like I said, with the state of the world right now. But yeah, that seems to be what's going on. Hair on my hand. Gross. It's more than we had in Ukraine.
Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we don't die of dehydration. That's good.
How long can you survive without food again? I'm looking at. Excuse me. How long can you go without food? Well, yeah, obviously it matters. Like, it depends on a lot of things. Imagine if you truly had to. Okay, here we go. It's difficult to determine how long someone can go without food. But okay, where was it? It is likely that a person can survive between 1 to 2 months without food. Interesting.
So apparently, as long as you have some level of water, you can actually survive for a long time before starvation will actually get you. So as long as they like are always like purifying the water, because rainwater, I mean, is not. It's not like if you're clever about it, it's clean, but you know, gotta make sure that you're careful. But as long as they're drinking clean water every day, and like the right amount of it, which especially if it's raining a lot, they'll have plenty. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Then can my microphone seriously pick up my chewing? That's disgusting. But then they should be fine. I mean, starving is not good, but they would survive. Yeah, until this storm is over, we should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it some time. Anatoly, what makes you think that? One of the books said weather reports. You're illiterate, so that's a lie. So he can't even read. Damn. Corinne, I've seen him reading. Who reads upside down? What do you think? I mean, she makes a good point. He doesn't seem to know how to read.
Heh. You're funny. Keep playing pretend, Anatoly.
Brutal, Corinne.
I found an old picture book in the living room, Anatoly. Might be something more your speed.
Corinne smiles at you. I guess let's call it a day.
Yeah. Sure.
Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 6 minutes later. Hi, Corinne.
I'm glad you called out Anatoly's bluff. You continue to impress. It's a shame Anatoly is sleeping in the same bedroom. I should have never shared it with him. What if it was just me and you? I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in before bed. You nod. Well, we'll have to kick him out at some point, right? Well, you have to tell me about that anatomization book in the bedroom. Really cool pictures in there.
So she also can't read. It seems like the only one of them that can read might be Mariah. Which tells me that if this is a horror game, truly, and people are going to die in it, which I assume is probably going to happen, she's probably going to be first. Mariah is. I mean, she seems to know the most about what's going on. And that tends to be the person who dies first, I feel like. Because you can't have people getting too smart. I mean, if you go by classic horror tropes, I guess. Corinne looks like she has a crush on you.
Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson. Okay.
So she also can't read, definitely. Corinne walks away looking very happy. You're definitely sure Corinne will remember that. I don't want a heart with her. I want Mariah. Relationship is stronger. Let's go. Very cool. You go to sleep very hungry. Okay, at least we didn't have a dream. Day 4. I've already been live for an hour and not much has happened. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up.
And that's how fast a deer could run if startled.
Whoa. Incredible.
Impressive.
Yawn.
I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal.
No.
It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history.
That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly.
What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly.
Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Yeah, rude. Everyone moves to a separate area. Corinne is in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen. Obviously I want to talk to Mariah. Mariah, my beloved.
Oh! Didn't hear you coming, huh? I was just double checking if there's any food we might have missed.
but I couldn't get this drawer open. Could you give it a try? You nod.
Great. While you go do that, I'm gonna go get some more reading done.
You think Mariah will remember that? Mariah the beloved. I wonder if we could actually get to 5 hearts with her. Maybe if we do, we can, like, she won't die or something. I don't know. Later. You pull open the drawer with all your might. That's where the chompettes are, right?
Hello! Is a thunderstorm keeping you up at night?
You just need to roll with it. Raspberry whispers so quietly you lean over to listen to her.
We need to talk soon.
Harold.
We need to talk soon. Please listen to me when the time comes. Anyways. Raspberry! Please don't let the others see us. Cabbage. That's right, Raspberry. Part of being a chompette is secrecy. Wouldn't want those humans over here in meetings now, would we?
You shake your head.
Good. Chompettes, roll on out.
Shut the drawer. Sorry, my hair is bothering me. I'm gonna test out my other headphones, my old ones. One moment, guys. I haven't used these in quite a long time, but I'm fairly certain they still work. And they may not hurt my ears quite as much as well. The cord is very gross. I'll have to clean it. Oh. Yeah, wow, the sound quality on these is a lot better. Oh my goodness, that is like 100% better. That's insane. The cord, it's like really nasty. Cool. I'll use these for now then. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Sorry, getting all comfortable in my chair again. There we go.
It won't stop.
You're all doing great, just a little longer. I'm so hungry.
Me too.
You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. Your stomach is growling more. You spoke the raspberry.
Wake up. I said, wake up.
Hey, girl.
The rainfall is nonstop again. Did you have anything to do with this?
You don't answer your question.
Always thinking with your stomach, right? You should reconsider. Might save what little humanity you have left. At least I tried. I won't let this weigh on my conscience. Go back to sleep, monster.
The fuck? What's your fucking problem, bro? Quickly forget about Raspberry's conversation. You have a strange dream. No, not again. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps screaming at you, calling you names. So you show him how it's done. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. A smile crawls across his face. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As a stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh god, I don't like that. I wonder, does this actually make any noise? It does. Okay, it doesn't on Discord. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear Mariah getting up. She looks petrified.
I couldn't sleep.
Anatoly has bags under his eyes. Oh, the storm is too loud. Corinne looks out of it. Oh my goodness. The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. He really does. I've noticed that he looks to be getting skinnier. I don't know if you guys have noticed that.
I got a good look out the window.
And?
All I saw was rain.
Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. Kept pacing around the bedroom. Corinne turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater.
Once the weather improves, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies.
How close is the nearest town?
I don't know.
Didn't you have a map on you?
I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually.
Mariah and Anatoly go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now?
We'll have to ride out the storm.
Mariah looks at you.
We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating.
The group stares at you. It'll clear up in no time.
Maybe you're right.
The group looks worried.
They'll gravitate to different areas. Gregor's fake optimism is worrying. Mariah's having trouble. Mariah.
Brr. It's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it?
Why do we know that? You explained to Mariah how the size of a person and fat content contributes to their temperature.
Yeah. Wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I'm happy with brains over brawn. Do you know what he wanted to do for a career?
Mariah does her best Gregor impression.
Cut trees and sleep under the stars. How boring is that?
Depends on the person, but pretty boring.
You're so funny. Thanks for coming and chatting with me. Oh, my ear is itchy. Gross.
Mariah blushes a little.
You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you.
You're pretty sure Mariah will remember that. Let's go! Mariah the beloved. I don't know when I started doing a heart like this. Something like this. Started doing it like this. I know some people do this as well. And some people do this. I have 4 hearts. Are we gonna be able to get 5 with her? You think Mariah and get the others? Yeah, what's the fucking plan, bro? Call everyone together. They all look nervous. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off of it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. And slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Corinne is the first to eat hers, chewing each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, slowly swallowing as he looks at the others. Ryan nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops in his mouth like a cherry. He inhaled it. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Day 6. Good morning. Let's click and scroll back. This looks really useful to know.
Morning.
Let me check if the rain has stopped. It's still flooding.
What are we gonna do?
Humans could live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern.
Rainfall should end in a day or 2, right?
Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here.
But do you really think it'll rain that long? Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it'll stop so soon?
Relax, everyone. See how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow.
Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Can I talk to Mariah today? You've done wrong, have you doomed everyone? No, I want to talk to Mariah. I want to get 5 hearts with her. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Mariah looks relieved to see you. We got 5 hearts with her! Oh my god, yay!
How are you holding up?
Is this more difficult than Ukraine? Yeah, how are you holding up?
Not very good. It's very sweet of you to ask.
Mariah's looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you.
I noticed you didn't use any meat with cooking. Usually I have to pick it out of the foods the others make. But you respected that. Thank you.
Mariah's looking at you with admiration.
I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again.
Yippee! You decide to check out the drawer again. Oh, just potato. You ask Potato where the others are. They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them, or something worse. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out. You have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You just get deathly sick if you tried. From the look at you. What is the noise? You need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. The floodwater's rising and no food now. I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to eat. You need to simply maintain to your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR. Oh my god. Okay. Y'all can read this equation. Got it? For fun, let's try it on someone here. Mariah. Not Mariah. Don't talk about her. Using Harris-Benedict. So look, she's about 120 pounds. About 5 feet 5 inches. About 20 years old. Crunching the numbers. I think she need about 1,388 calories daily. But that's being abnormally stationary. She'd have to lay in bed all day and night just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. She's being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters. Multiply that by 1.9. So now she needs 2,638 calories per day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly. Which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again. Okay. You shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. Why do they talk about swimming through floodwaters? I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Why is he crying? What's going on? What? Everyone is silent.
I'll go.
Mariah!
I used to swim all the time near my house. I probably had the best chance of swimming through floodwaters.
No! Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happened to your glasses, Anatoly.
You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but...
Little guy, let me go.
Gregor,
Sounds good to me.
Corinne!
His arms are the longest.
He's probably best at climbing. No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead.
I get that none of these options are good ones. We need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one. And the shortest will go outside to search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths. You pick the biggest. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Corinne? Will it be...
Looks like I've got the shortest.
Mariah.
It's okay.
She's fucking dying, isn't she?
I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for.
Just swim until you find higher ground and scout the area.
Maybe you'll find fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken.
Corinne, Anatoly, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise.
She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening.
Goodbye.
The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is. And then silence. Mariah has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up waiting and waiting. The sun is completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off the bed. You have a strange dream. Dead to me, Mariah has left the cabin.
She's definitely dead. God damn it.
The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a cabin guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel. Then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. Stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. Feel 4 hands on your shoulders and both of them push you in. A familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. One of them looks behind her, her eyes widening when she sees you. She's terrified. You've never been this angry in your entire life. You're gaining on them. They can't run forever. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall downward, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat.
Oh my god. I'm getting a drink. This is a lot of talking, dude. Oh. Yeah, he's starting to look real. You know what I just noticed? His little guy isn't here anymore. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground?
I believe in Mariah.
Me too.
She'll be fine. Right, little guy?
So what do we do now? Just wait?
Corinne. How long? It's been almost a day since she left.
Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait, Corinne. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice?
Corinne. I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. I never should have eaten that much.
Diane. Corinne's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back. She promised. Everyone retreats to a corner. What do you want to do today? I want to make sure I can talk to the Chompette, so I'm going to talk with Anatoly. Hey. The kitchen definitely doesn't feel the same without Mariah. Her laugh, her smile. And I forgot to tell her how I felt about her. She'll be back, right? You nod.
Yeah. I wish we had rationed better.
You decide to distract Anatoly with an old story. There was once a villager who had to stock up on supplies for the winter. He filled his house with a cow, a sack of grains from the field, and 92 buckets of water, mostly for the cow. He ran out of room quickly. One day, the villager grew sick. He knew he needed the life-giving milk from the cow to survive the winter. But when he attempted to milk the cow, his grip was too weak to grasp her udders. In desperation, he began to boil the grains. The cow cried out for food, but the villager could only afford to feed himself. Each night, the cries of the cow kept him awake, till one day he finally ran out of food. The villager crawled into bed for the last time, sobbing as the snow deepened outside. The cow's sad eyes stared back at him. He wanted to comfort the cow, but the buckets blocked his path. He was too weak, too sick. The final noise he heard was the cow still crying out for food. One haunting note to end his life. Anatoly looks horrified with your story. The Chompets can wait. You leave Anatoly to his thoughts. Damn, I wanted to actually talk to him. Shit. I can't stop thinking about the vegetable stew.
I'd be fine with the bread and jam.
I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You will wake in a cold sweat, in a completely different room. Oh no. Good morning. Quinn's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Oh no. Oh no. I was worried that that's what would happen when I was told this is a scary game. I was worried. Oh no. If you haven't caught on yet, I don't know how to help you. My eyes are burning. You take out the cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat. I don't like that sound. That literally made my blood run cold. Where did you get that? You ignore Corinne's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting it into small cutlets. They immediately grab them off the plate, chewing ferociously. Take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? Downward spiral. You ate meat. Explain how the meat is stored securely hidden so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some. Don't fight this, Anatoly. God. Anatoly takes his piece from the plate, turning his back to the group as he eats it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Corinne leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Anatoly, I guess. Knock on the door first. Anatoly? You slowly open it. Okay, he's fine. I was worried for a second. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less known, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure Anatoly remembered that? 5 horse with Mariah and it meant fucking nothing. You leave Anatoly and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Do we speak to the trumpets? Hours passed, the meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. They can never be satiated now. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explained that you want to ration the meat better this time. No dinner. Fine. I understand. I can wait. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly. Please no strange dreams. Ugh, God. You're having dinner with the blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply. Forge me a new eye, then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from moving. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker one. No turning back now. The blacksmith takes a hot poker out of the coals. It makes his eyes glow as he scowls at you. Slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body as he raises the poker again. You wake in a cold sweat. God, it's so quiet. To wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. Turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? Is that Ukrainian? I don't know what that means. The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound at the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. You looked out the window. Good morning, big guy. Where's Mariah? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? What the fuck? Mm-mm. No thanks. Nope. Yes. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio, but that's just a broadcast, right? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. I don't think we should. I think we're good. That's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly looks at you begging. Bring us another slab. Oh my god, please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. Can't get the taste out of my mouth. Help me. Anatoly. Gregor looks hurt by Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. Grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to some boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it quickly. It smells good. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. Looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth with his finger. He isn't eating. I am sorry about earlier, everyone. Oh, sorry. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Corinne. You didn't notice her eating. There's just an empty bowl now. Corinne is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Corinne's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? The storm isn't ending. Clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after looking. Gregor is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. You're right. Mariah's still out there. Still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. I'm like deeply uncomfortable. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to the bed ravenous. Oh. I wish I understood what she was saying to me, but something is approaching. Oh my god. Oh, that scared me. It scared me, guys.
Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin?
You don't answer, Onion.
Please? Don't you trust my advice?
You shake your head.
Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie! People actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing.
Who would believe that?
There was even a doctor in 1919 who tricked people into thinking it was true. Ha ha ha. Anyways, you know what smells worse than a raw onion left in a room? You! It's been a while since your last bath, right?
You can't remember. You spoke with Onion.
Could smell you before I even came into the room. Yikes. So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous.
Anatoly can make his own decisions.
Please. We don't need another one stalking the hallways. Tapping on the windows. Crying through the radio.
He has a sudden urge to scream.
Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle the cabbage about you. She can be as mean as potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding. She's great. Anyways. When time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's only for me. Okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're for the frying pan tomorrow. Nothing beats sliding around on butter. Later.
You completely forget the conversation with Onion. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Day 10. Oh. A fox is collecting payment from you. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of the sack, then add 6 chickens on top. So I guess I'm scooting this back so I can lean forward a little bit. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. There we go. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food. A storm rages outside. As the snow piles up, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. Trees begin to look like charred meat. You take a cut out of one, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood as you wade through the snow. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. No picture this time. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in the corner. He wiped it up with the rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. She's got a plan, Anatoly. Bad ideas. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. I could hear whispers coming from the basement. She kept telling me to go outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. Really? Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You see the glint of Corinne's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tension seems to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Talk with the Chompettes, obviously. I don't want to build a relationship with anyone else if they're just gonna die. Which Chompette will be in the drawer today? You open it with caution. Potato. And nothing we can call our own but death. And that small model of the barren earth, which serves as paste and cover for our bones. No, sorry. Didn't see you creeping up behind me. I was reciting my favorite line from William Shakespeare. Thought it was Shakespeare. Do you know which play it was from? I don't know. It wasn't the one with the weird sisters. Take a wild guess. That's right. The Life and Death of King Richard II. I wouldn't have known that. Before I came to this cabin, I used to read all the classics. Yes, Potato, why you stopped. I can't turn the page with just my tongue. Hell, I can't even nudge a book off the bookshelf. Pathetic, right? So did these used to be people that we killed? Do you think we've been doing this for a while? Do you think all those visions are like... Because, like, they kept saying, like, you can't let the humans find out about us. Do you think that we're not human? I don't know. Yeah. I've been watching your progress so far. I must say, very strange choices. Even for someone like you. You've been so nice to these four. Pity I didn't receive the same treatment. Oh well. Excuse my rambling. Are you here for another survival lesson? You shrug. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. 36 hours have passed. You have no food. What happens to your body? For starters, your brain stops craving glucose. But there's a good reason for that. Your guts have begun shrinking. Your liver has transformed fatty acids into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There's a book in the living room if you'd rather read about it. You shake your head. Anyways, ketone bodies mimic glucose for the brain and provide about 2/3 of the energy we need to function. Unfortunately, using ketone bodies gradually acidifies your blood, which can lead to ketoacidosis. But how do you know if you have ketoacidosis? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and respiratory system. Your breath will smell something like fingernail polish, which smells like. I can't remember. No nose to smell now. But looking at you, I bet your breath smells much worse. Here, have another recipe card. Potato's recipe. Found a recipe which should never be attempted. I personally wouldn't make it, but you have preference for meals like that, don't you? You don't, are you? Let's talk again, okay? I won't be leaving the drawer. Far too dangerous to go exploring right now. Shut the drawer and call everyone together for a meeting. There's no way I'm sleeping tonight, by the way. Shit. Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's gonna pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Corinne. Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Oh, God, he's left the cabin. No achievement this time. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Corinne goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Why didn't you tell him? Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear scraping on the floor. One of the jumpettes, maybe? Bread. A bread. Found you. You explain how this isn't a good time right now. There's no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree but dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference. Get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chopette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Sure. You nod. Ha ha ha. It's the yeast you can do, right? You tell Brad that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today. I'll see you around. Brad hops away, pushing himself through a mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Brad told you. I'm tired of the strange dreams, bro. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. After working the saw, you wrap the cuts in old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you decide to dry the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching. You clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or you found some meat? Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to surprise everyone with breakfast. You start by cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven, releasing a unique smell in the air. Corinne runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Corinne grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ah! She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh God. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, grabbing more with his hands. Tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration. Corinne is sounding more determined than before. I'm gonna lay down on the couch, try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls under the couch, turning his back to you. Corinne leans in close to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Anatoly are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How'd you get so good at it? You tell Corinne. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. Now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect your art? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Corinne pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Corinne hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All I have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Yeah, why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time and I want it to be perfect. No. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor, hi. Yeah, I'm not helping. Hey, Corinne. What are you doing? Untie me. Oh, God. This will be over soon, Gregor. I'm not reading this. Stop. Gregor's turned silent. Leave her alone, going to the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anatoly slept in. Fall asleep almost instantly. Day 12. Wake up, sleepyhead. You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast with what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, though. Come on, let's eat. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Mariah's watching. Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where am I? Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You're useless. You can't swim. How could you help us if you immediately drown? What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty earlier, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? Haha. Gregor looks at you. Don't even think about crawling away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. Heh. We'll eat your fresh arm when everything else is gone. Let me start cooking some more of your leg. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey. All I wanted was to keep everyone alive and together. But I failed. Are you disappointed in me? No. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, my mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths. I was never satisfied. One day on my way home from school, I was walking past the town inn. Something smelled amazing. It was coming from a pile of trash. I dug through it, discovered a bag, a meal that was fresh out of the oven. At least that's what I thought. I became severely ill with food poisoning, dry heaving into the toilet for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. It's just going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. Haha. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor goes a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I'm so cold. This cabin, everything about it chills me to the bones. Please, consider it my dying wish. Okay. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at Peace. You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. What the hell do you think you're doing? Tell Corinne that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Corinne leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. Gregor. Look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. And I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife.
Probably best to avoid the knife. What did you say? Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug.
As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck.
Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? Go to talk to Corinne in the living room. Looks like Corinne's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Yes? Basement key. Wasn't it in the kitchen? You can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen? You decide to go look for it. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Cupboards. Open a few drawers. They're empty. Must have been full of dishes that are piling up. Yikes. Open another. This one has a little dry blood in it. It's empty too. Are all these empty? Or empty cupboards? These would have been great places to store spare meat. Completely missed underneath the sink. Who wrote this? Yeah, Elle is already there. Nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully no spiders. There's more, quite a few rat droppings. This is pretty thick. Cobwebs. She really should be clean. X. LX. Need to find Cabbage. Here's some rustling around. Found her. She always picks the same hiding spot.
Oh, you found me! Well done. As leader of the Chompettes, getting those mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through. You'll help me out, right?
4 Chompettes to go. I don't want to play anymore.
Cabbage! What are you talking about? You can't just not play hide and seek. Are you sure?
Yeah, no more hide and seek.
Okay. Key's in the oven's ashes. Grab it. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one.
Basement entrance key.
Guessing that one will come in handy. Chompettes! Game is over. Coming out. Onion! What happened? Quit already?
Took me an hour to squeeze through that mouse hole.
Didn't think we'd all show up, huh? Not accurate, Raspberry. We're missing Potato.
This is the original group. We don't need him.
Raspberry's right. Let Potato sit in the basement. He's got company down there to keep him busy.
That's enough, Bread.
All the Chompettes are now clinging to your back.
Don't worry about us falling. Just finish this.
Perfect. Basement door. Hear Corinne creeping up behind you. Hey, girl. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Corinne's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart, piece by piece. Just like Gregor. Corinne looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do? Talking food? What the hell are you talking about? And there... You've lost it. Tell her about Cabbage being the leader of the Chompettes. She's the leader of a talking cabbage? What? Corinne looks extremely upset. You tell her about Raspberry, Onion, and Bread. They asked you to save them? What the hell does that mean? Tell her about Potato, and there's a potato that's dangerous? A potato is killing people? Open the basement door. You've lost it, but thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. Corinne descends the staircase into the darkness. You locked the basement door. Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage and bargaining. Given enough time, it will end. You crawl back into bed and go to sleep. "13. Lucky number. You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. You must have sleptwalked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out, and the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner in the bathroom and turn it on. Tori in the dark, but you're not alone. If you're stuck, just wait a bit. Just move your cursor around, search the room.
Cabbage. Hello.
You locked in the bathroom again? You tell her about the candle being blown out.
Haha. Maybe you just need to try wiggling a little bit.
Sometimes in the middle is, excuse me, I need to conduct the next secret chumpette meeting. Later. I can't do voices anymore, guys. I'm sorry. Quickly make your escape. I wonder if there's anything else in that bathroom. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. There's something underneath the floorboards there. Well, nothing happened on day 13, really. Wake up, sleepyhead. Corinne? Just your imagination again. Corinne can't still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Events like this are rare, creating vengeful spirits is difficult. In this state, they'll try giving you a heart attack, push you down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. The rain has stopped. You decide to go look out the window. Is Mariah gonna be out there? Yeah, she's there. The floodwaters are completely gone. Corinne would be excited to see this, saying that she's rotting in the basement. Yeah, Mariah was right there. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. Head to the kitchen for a snack. Corinne's hiding spot was too obvious. You grab some meat from behind the wood pile. Take a few bites of it. You've lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. This went downhill so quickly. Oh. What? Is that how long he's actually been doing this for? How long is that? How... 3479. How long is that? 9 years? That's 9.5 years. Is that how long this guy's been doing this? I don't know why I keep saying it's a guy. I don't know. But, like, is that how long that, like, we've been doing this for 9.5 years? Damn. That was a strange dream. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick, or... Good morning? She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get breakfast. The meat is gone. The noise is coming from the living room. Anatoly? I think it's bread, isn't it? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. What's making that noise? Sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. Cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this a... You wake in a cold sweat. I think it is how long we've been doing it for. I think 9.5 years. I think that's how long we've been. It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. The couch still smells like Gregor's sweat. Should you have stopped her? You already did. The couch is still comfortable even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep. Day 16. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. Pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. That's Holly? Don't fucking like this. First note you ever received. Thinking about the messenger puts a smile on your face. You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I'm begging you, please bring back my daughter safely or I will need to get others involved. I've left payments outside the door and will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother's note with you. God. You lay back down on the couch, drifting back to sleep. God. You know what, though? This is less uncomfortable than mouth-washing. Because at least... Because, like, I mean, obviously... Oh, the fucking music again. Obviously, you know, cannibalism is definitely a thing that happens, but it's far less realistic than that. So, you know, this is still uncomfortable, but better at least. You sleptwalked again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. What's up, bro? Oh, it's you again. Tell me. Your first week with the others. Where did you sleep? You think for a minute, but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. Do you remember any concussions? Still nothing? You would routinely collapse around the cabin. Sleptwalked into walls, too, even fell down the basement stairs. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck yet. You seem to survive almost anything, right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? Yes. You tell Potato the secret. Wow, didn't think you'd be dumb enough to tell me. Thank you. You instantly regret telling Potato. Haha. Do you think Corinna's still alive downstairs? She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. She's been eating them, probably finding something useful down there too. When's the last time you've eaten? Hahaha. It's time to take it back from her. Go downstairs. Put an end to this. Not for them. For me. You head for the basement door. Hope we're about done with this fucking game. It's been 2 hours. And I'm tired. It's been enough days, right? My throat clearly cannot take much more talking, I'm gonna be real. I don't know how this ruins my voice more than singing does. I streamed for 4 hours yesterday, and like 2 of those were... 2, maybe almost 3 were done just singing. You open the door and prepare for the worst. Okay. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Something is approaching.
Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? Anatoly's down here. Here, come have some bread with us.
They always try things like this. You're not falling for this one.
Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here. Loads of it. Fine. Down here, beware of Corinne. She is ill beyond repair. And she will rip the flesh from your bones. Aye.
Goodbye, Mariah.
We'll speak again.
You feel Mariah leaving the staircase. You continue your descent. The walls, they're a mix of dirt and soot. Something is approaching. Is it Anatoly this time? Square. I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking behind you? Another trap. Everyone else is upstairs. Mariah was worried sick about you. Tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when that light bulb turns on. You nod. Huh. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. We'll meet again soon. Beware of Corinne. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. The air pressure down here feels heavier. You touch your ears. Blood is leaking out. Something is approaching. Anatoly, maybe?
Oh, I thought you'd still be finding out that Glutton Gregor right now.
Tell Anatoly about meeting with Gregor and Mariah.
Oh, you don't want to pick onions outside?
You shake your head.
Guess there's no fooling you, huh?
You ask Anatoly where Corinne is.
Below us. Waiting to devour you. Down here, the whispers have told me about you. How long did you leave them in there? Beware of Corinne. So wipe that smug smile off your face. See you again soon.
You feel Anatoly leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right.
Look behind you.
No. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch.
Hello! You've come so far, proud of you. As leader of the Chompettes, I want to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down here, you just call out and we'll be there. Honest. Wouldn't let you die down here.
When you least expect it, we'll roll with you. You can't sneak up on me. But sneaking up on you, extremely easy. Too much wax in your ears?
Raspberry. Don't get on Raspberry's bad side.
Your ears have so much dirt in them, they could probably grow potatoes. It just occurred to me that all of them match the colors of the characters. Except for one, and that's Potato, who seems to maybe represent us. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? I wouldn't miss a killing for the world. What do you want? Leave me alone.
Just remember, down here you can call on us. We'll help you out in a bind.
And if you get lost down here, please don't go into the room. It's the only place we won't go.
That's correct, Potato. Thank you for coming along with us. It's not a change of heart, because you never really had one.
I don't think he should come with us.
The only joke here is you, Potato.
That's enough. Chompets? Let's help out.
Chompets, get into position behind you, ready for what's next. Feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Oh my god, it's a boss battle. Should have kept the door locked. Attack. You attack Corinne with a lunge. You barely land the soft punch. Corinne sprints towards you. Feel blood running down your arm. Corinne cackles. I'll throw you in the floods. Dodge. Dodge this. Blood is running down your side. Corinne licks her lips. She looks like she's plotting her next attack. Attack Corinne with a lunge. You barely land the soft punch. Corinne smiles at you. You're going to taste better than Gregor. Should have kept the door locked. Chompets up.
You called on me first because I'm the leader, right? Chompets are ready to help you out down here. Watch out for that knife. Haha. Please survive. We want to play hide and seek again. Chompets, help out.
Cabbage has filled you with hope. Gain 5 HP. Well, that didn't fucking help anything. Are you talking to yourself again? Corinne is studying you. Should have killed me earlier. No chance of that now. Dodge this. Blood is running down your side. Corinne licks her lips. Corinne grins at you. You attack Corinne with a lunge. You barely land the soft punch. Corinne smiles at you. You're going to taste better than Gregor. She's got the door locked. Corinne slashes at you with your knife. You dodge Corinne's knife, feeling the air hit you. Stop moving! She's looking at you dead in the eyes. Corinne's looking winded. Attack. You swipe at Corinne's jugular. She's too fast. Get a handful of Corinne's hair, smashing her into the wall. Ugh. You kick Corinne. You connect with her hip. Corinne rushes towards you. Oh my god, what the fuck? Corinne's seething. Sprinter's about to take your life. Chompets, help. Not helping you much down here. Then again, you didn't help us much down here. Fascinating to see what happens if you lose. You're not feeling any better. Chompets has stopped helping. Corinne is drooling. Breathing heavier. His muscles recover. Where does this energy come from? Crack Corinne's jaw with a hard punch. I don't need to chew. Corinne's lunges forward. You taste copper? I'm gonna eat those ears first. Your corpse lasts a week. I guess that's one of the endings, probably. How do you even beat her, though? It took you long enough. Snap those legs like twigs. Every time you dodge, her like shield thing goes down. Attack her. Now we can actually get some hits in. Get Corinne. It's okay that we take a little hit. Oh, animated cutscene. Holy shit. So we are a man. Finish one last job. Corinne quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. You're hobbling after her, but the basement is getting darker and darker. You can hear small echoes of Corinne's footsteps in the distance. Getting lightheaded again, a cool liquid is coming out of your ears. You almost trip a few times as you move downwards. Shoes begin sticking to the ground. This area has a door in each direction. You head east, opening the door. Feel Corinne's presence close by. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Welcome.
We've been waiting. Turn on the light. Where's Corinne?
She's ravenous. Completely ravenous. Lost in the abyss.
She will never escape.
Fleeing west did nothing.
Ugh. We traded one tragedy for another. Corinne will stop your ambitions.
Wretch.
Abomination. Horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Raya, Anatoly, Gregor, Corinne. I won't forget you. Not done yet. Plenty of meat still on those bones. What the fuck does that mean? You're talking upstairs. Thieves? Grab your flaying knife, silently go upstairs. You'll eat well tonight. The four look completely shocked at the sight of you. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here for a few nights? You clear your throat and ask a question you've asked thousands of times. Did you come on your own free will, or were you sent? We were technically sent. Anatoly! We came of our own free will. The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in my cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you. As they should be. Wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. The walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Finally a place I can read a good book in peace. It's all a fucking loop. What's happening? Ryan, check it out. A cabin all the way out here? What about that psychopath? We lost him a few kilometers ago, don't worry. Oh, like, doesn't look like anyone's home. Hello? Come on, Rhina. Sun is setting. Let's take shelter here just for the night. Sure that's a good idea, Selena? Of course. Front door has a few different ways to lock it. Should keep him at bay if he shows up. Hope there's some snacks in here. Bullock. Guess we don't have a good choice. Head back to Zakopane in the morning. Don't worry about it. It's just for one night. Decide to join up with your friends inside. Wait, oh my god. Are these the Chompettes? I mean, they're all like color-coded. Did you lock the door? All set. So this is onion, probably be bread, cabbage, bread. Yeah, they all clever. They all start with that. No, he probably went back to town. Is anyone here? No. Yeah, raspberry. No, y'all didn't stomp around. Nothing. This cabin is abandoned. Let's stay here tonight. What? Relax. It's gonna be freezing outside tonight, so it's either him or us. Let's avoid making a fire. Don't want him to see us in the distance. No fire? Those blankets in the bedroom will be fine, Oleg. This cabin chills me to the bones. We'll need him. Whenever Bollocks gets nervous, he tells a joke to break attention. It is the Chompettes! Got one of Raziel's classics for you. What do you call a snowman's kids? Children. Let's split up and search the cabin. See if you can find any food for us to eat tonight. I'll take the bedroom. Leave the living room to me. Search the kitchen, no need to help me. You sure? Of course, I know exactly where to look first. Junior Baker Award. Selena. Alright, everyone. Let's move out. It's totally the Chompettes. Oh my god. Help the team by searching the cabin for supplies. It's unbreakable. Focus on exploring the cabin. Only get one choice. What do you want to help out first? Now, I'm gonna admit, I don't think this was part of the game when I watched someone play it. That's why I'm, like, there's bits and pieces I remember of the rest of the stuff, but this is all completely new to me. Well, I guess we aren't finished yet. I like Oleg the most. He's a cutie. No more tears. Hey, Rhina. Is that a bone sticking out of the floorboard? Yeah, disgusting. Is it a chicken bone? You think I'm finding out? I'll probably lose my lunch. What area do you want to search first? I want to see the floors. You first check under the beds. Long strands of white hair are covered in dust under here. Disgusting. Check the hole next to the table. Seems to drop completely in darkness. Oleg, do you have a coin or something we can drop down this hole? Just my allowance money. Sounds great. Give me one of the coins. Rhina. It's only one coin. No problem, Oleg. Just watch your step over here, okay? You got it. Look underneath the nightstand. Something's pressed against the wall. It's a bobby pin. Take the bobby pin? Yeah, take it. Found some old-fashioned lockpicks. Found something down there, Rhina? Check it out, a bobby pin. Is that for hair or something? Oleg. Inspect the bone sticking out of the floor. This is definitely a chicken bone, Oleg. Gross. Can you see anything else under there? Put your face to the floorboards. Large pile of chicken bones is underneath the floor. Can't see very far under here without a lantern, but there's hundreds of chicken bones in here. Girl, I do not think those are chicken bones. Might be some other bones too, I'm not sure. That's disgusting. Yeah. Put your entire rummaging around blindly. Some sticky, moldy residue on them. Pinch your nose with your hand to avoid smelling anything foul. Got the bobby pin. Hey, Oleg, did you check the mouse hole? What's there to check? Maybe someone swept a key over there? I'm not losing a finger for a key. It's mice, Oleg, not rats. Just look inside instead of rummaging around. Put your face on the floorboards, looking inside the mouse hole. Just some soggy newspaper. Didn't find anything? Just a revolting mouse bathroom. Gross. Worse than whatever that is on a Friday night. I think I'm gonna puke. Disgusting. Anything else? Nothing else on the floor. Check the furniture. Check the table first. Spilled ink has completely soaked into the wood. Find anything? Yeah, a table that needed to be cleaned ages ago. Is it the sauce from the kitchen? Take a whiff. No, Oleg. Wishful thinking. Ha ha ha. Birdcage seems out of place in this room. What's up with this bird cage? The outside has started to develop a thin layer of rust. The inside, though, looks more preserved in one area. Like something was pushing against the cage bars. Must have been one fat bird. Walk over to the framed map by the nightstand. Looks like the Tatras Mountains. You can see Zakopane to the north. Did you search the drawers yet? Just the bottom one, bunch of kids' toys and garbage. Tries the top drawer. Rhina, what do you think? It's like a piece of coal was used to draw this. What the hell is this? It's messed up, right? Take the breakfast drawing with you. Walk around the table. There's a drawer on the other side. Open drawer, there's pliers, some moldy breadcrumbs. Huh? Piece of paper is 3 years old and has a number of tasks to complete. Most of it looks like chemistry, but one stands out as completed. Send a letter. One notation is more legible than the others. Combine ethylene with sulfur dichloride, then apply it to some exposed skin as a test. Do not inhale. You take the chemistry instructions with you. Check this out, Oleg. Can you make any sense of it? Not at all. I love his stupid-ass expression. He's funny. Should bring this back to Zakopane and see if anyone knows what this is for. Absolutely. Anything else? Nothing else to check with the furniture. Yeah, stop searching the bedroom. I think we're done searching here, Oleg. Hey, Ron, I've been dying to ask. What's up with that coat? It's new. You don't like it? I didn't say that. Just looks a little heavy for summer. Yeah, it also works as a real nice blanket. Oh my goodness, my butt hurts, guys. I'm gonna take a minute to walk around. If we're gonna continue playing. So I'm gonna play some music. And I'll be back while I walk around. Stretch my legs for a minute.
Okay, I'm back, chat. Sorry about that. This chair is not forgiving. No, okay, here's the deal. So, I don't know how much longer this game is. Full stop. I don't have any idea how long this game is. And being that I didn't even know this was part of the game, like, I kind of had an idea of, like, when the end was once we got to the Corinne fight, because I did remember it kind of ending shortly after that. Once we got into it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this happening. But, like, this is all new. I've never seen this before. Even if I watched it back then, this was definitely not part of it. This must be something new. And be that as it may, I wasn't really planning on streaming this long. Let me look at something really quick. Do I have a stream scheduled for tomorrow as well? I do. Okay. So seeing that I have a stream tomorrow and it's at 2, I want to be able to sleep tonight, for one. I mean, I already struggle to sleep, but like I don't need nightmares to make that worse. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is save the game. And end it here. Which sucks. Like, make sure my camera's in the right place. So like that really does suck. And I'll tell you why. Because as it stands right now, I don't have room in my schedule to continue playing this. And let me get the music back up and going since we're not gonna play anymore. What I was saying, right, I don't have the room in my schedule to continue playing before I go on my hiatus. And that sucks. If I had known this game would be this long, I would have started at like 4. Like, I would have started like 2 hours earlier if I had known. But I didn't, and I really should have looked into it. That's totally on me. But yeah, being that I have my stream scheduled when it is tomorrow, I'm gonna have to end it here. But this also means that y'all won't get to see the ending of this game, and I won't get to see the end of this game until fucking April. Which is annoying, to say the least. But you know what? Just so I don't forget, I'm going to go ahead and schedule that stream for when I come back. I'm planning on coming back around the 8th, so I will be streaming at 2 p.m. probably closer to 4 since it's supposed to be like a spooky game. So when we come back, that will be our plan, is to finish this game. That'll be the first thing that we do. It'll be kind of a variety stream, so actually I might actually start it at 2, because knowing me, I'll probably be yapped for 2 hours. So I think I'm gonna start it at probably like 2. Because that'll be the stream where I tell you about all the stuff that I did. Because I'll have seen 2 musicals. Though I guess I'll be able to talk about at least one of them before I go on my break. And I'll have been to 2 different conventions, meeting some really cool people and doing some fun stuff. So I have a lot to talk about when I get back. So I should probably start the stream kind of early. So that way we have plenty of time to talk and play. So yeah. I do feel bad leaving you guys hanging like that. But you know, what can you do? I'm also planning on Amanda the Adventurer 2. For real this time. When we get back. So I'm also going to schedule that. I've heard that game's pretty long, so I'll probably do 2 different streams for that. I've always said, like, you know, keep an eye on the schedule. That's how you'll know kind of like what I'm up to and like what the plans are. That is where I will always put that kind of stuff. But yeah, tomorrow is a stream, and then I won't be streaming the 14th or the 15th because 14th is Valentine's Day, obviously. And the 15th is when I go and see the musical that I'm going to see. So yeah. I'll be busy. I'll be real busy. And I'll talk about it a little bit when we come back on the 16th when we play Half-Life. Sorry, my knuckle needs to be popped. There we go. Oh, my fingers are cramping. But yeah, that is the plan. But yeah, after the 18th, I will be going completely radio silent for, like, stream-wise. I might upload some YouTube videos because that requires a lot less, not necessarily not less, not effort, not less effort, but also kind of less effort. You know what I mean? Like, this is different because I have to kind of be entertaining the whole time, but like with YouTube videos, I can kind of get away with being quiet for longer and like really focusing on the thing that I'm doing. So that's why I like doing YouTube videos. And also I have some covers I need to post. I'm working on the visuals for that, I promise. I know I keep promising things, but this time I actually do promise. Hold on, where's my iPad? I'll even prove it. Hold on. I can even prove that I'm working on it. Look, there's one of them. That's the animation right there. Promise I actually am working on it. It just takes a while. Especially every time I have to make new designs from scratch, it's gonna take even longer. But yeah, expect to see some song covers out soon. Hopefully, I'll probably, like, I think what my plan is going to be is that I'm going to work on a bunch of stuff, like, up until the end of February, get some covers under the belt, but I won't post any of them, and then, like, throughout March, I'll have them go up, like, I'll schedule them to go up, at certain times, like, okay, you know, it'll have, like the first of the Ocean Saga go up on like the 3rd of March or something like that, and then like the next one will be like a few days later, so that way we get a steady stream of content even when I'm not able to make any, because I will be full focused on Con Crunch, which is just making cosplays essentially and getting everything ready, all my plans ready, especially because I'm not going alone this time. And going to conventions and doing stuff. Like, I will be very busy and pretty much unable to do anything else. You might see some cosplay TikToks from me because I'll be, like, getting into cosplays to, like, test them out, make sure everything looks good. But it's probably about as much content-wise as you're gonna see out of me after that break. So, yeah, that is kind of where we're at. I'm moving this over so I can look at the camera whenever I talk. Give it a second, folks. That's better. Now it actually looks like I'm kind of talking to you guys. There. I can turn it like this. I just don't like having the monitor like this, but it makes it easier to talk to the camera because I can actually see myself instead of having to go like this. But, yeah, that is kind of the plan, is to to basically pre-record a bunch of videos, even though they're already technically pre-recorded. You guys know what I mean. So, like, after that last stream, the first thing I'm gonna do is start grinding on those until the end of the month. And then you'll start seeing, I think I'll probably I'll probably have the Ocean and Cersei Saga release while I am on break. I can see myself being able, if I can, like, really grind at it, I can see myself being able to, like, space them out well enough. And those don't require too many new, animations. I mean, like, for one of them, I just need to make a cautious Odysseus, and that one I'm probably gonna be able to use for a lot of covers. Pretty much until the Wisdom Saga, I won't have to change, how the Odysseus me looks. So, we should be fine. There's a lot of stuff I can reuse, which is nice, you know, work smarter, not harder, as they say. But yeah, that is, grind never stops. I do like streaming, just sometimes it's hard to work it around everything else that I'm doing. It's made especially hard, and like, don't take this the wrong way. I love my grandma to death. I really do. she is so efficient with cleaning that it's a detriment to the people around her sometimes. Like, especially me. Like, I will, like, here's the example that is like an actual like real issue. I am working on a cape thing that's going to have leaves, like vines sewn into it, so it looks all mossy and leafy. And I had it laid out, and now I can't find the cape, and I can't find the vines. I'm certain they're buried in this pile over here that she redid, but I can't find half the vines. There's some of them over there, but that I know it's not all of them, and I don't know where they are, and I literally need those, and I don't have the money to get more right now. So that, like, I love her, but that is partially why I'm so stressed out, because I have to have that done before the convention. Not even just, like, I have to get my part of it done as soon as possible, because my friend needs to bring me some stuff. So I need to get it done so we can work on it from there. Hard to do that when I can't find the materials. So you guys, that's why I've been kind of like stressed out. And also I have been kind of sick for the past few days. I'm finally like really recovering from it. But it's still hitting me a little bit. But anyways, enough yapping. I know I yap a lot. Talking about socials. I got the Discord where you can be notified every time I go live and upload. I'm active on a few Twitter accounts now. If you guys are into Epic the Musical and you want to see some cringe roleplay accounts, they're all, I think I haven't made the post yet, but I'm going to. On my main account, which is Gorejuice, which should, I think, maybe linked on my profile. Let me see. If I go to my channel, let me check. Okay, I need to link the new one really quick. Hold on, let me fix that for you guys. So you guys will be able to just go to it. Link to juice. So now if I click this, it should... Nope, it didn't save. Okay, well, that's going on. So now if you go to the profile and you click on the Twitter one, it should go to my main account. I'm going to have a pinned post that's going to have all of my accounts on it. Because I run a couple roleplay accounts stuff, so you can go check that out if you want. I post on TikTok and Instagram. Both of those I think are linked, or maybe just TikTok. I think I still need to put in an Instagram. Just give me a sec. Fixing some stuff. So if you click on that, it should go to the right account. Okay, cool. I need to put in Instagram, but Instagram is the same as my TikTok and my Twitter, so just put in Gorejuice with a 1 instead of an I, and you'll be able to find it. That's kind of all the socials where I'm active on. So yeah, my throat hurts real bad, so I'm gonna give it a rest for the rest of the night, and hopefully we'll be up for streaming again tomorrow. I hope you guys are having a good day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. And this is Tempest signing off. Bye bye!